Well, at home, we usually plant gardens in the backyard. But Dave, the garden guy, shows us how we can bring that party to the front.
I'm Dave Owens, your garden guy. Hey guys, we got a real interesting segment here, and basically, well, it involves creating a farm right at your own home. And I'm with Matt Mullins, and Matt, you're with, what's the company called?
Artisan Farm Company.
And what you do is basically take homes, similar to what we're looking at here, and you turn them into farms. Kind of explain the general concept.
So basically, the concept is we start with a blank slate. This house was had all dirt, and we wanted to bring in what we call farmscape. So we want to create a landscape where you can grow your own edibles, grow your own food, and have a sustainable space where you live.
And the real secret, folks, is in the backyard, but there's a little flavor for the front yard right here. You can see a lot of different types of bok choys and cabbages and everything else in here, and even a little bit of basil and some tomatoes. But this is basically some raised beds you put right in the front yard. I notice you got a few problems on these things.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, we've got some bok choy that we're getting ready to bolt to seed, and we've had some bug problems.
Yeah, you can see that, and you've got some aphids, a green aphid problem here, and some looper problems right here. There's a small green caterpillar. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to release what we call trichogramma, which is basically a parasitic wasp, or lacewings, of course. And those are basically, you can buy them on the internet, distribute them through the garden itself. They'll take care of your problem. Or use something like what we call BT, Bacillus thuringiensis. And you can get something like that, all of it being natural, of course. But take a look at these raised beds, and you can see what he's done with these. And this is typically how we landscape out here in the desert Southwest. But this is kind of what you want when you're doing the front yard. Why? Because you had a little problem with the municipality, didn't you?
We did. We wanted to put in a full farm in the front, and we had some city regulations that wouldn't allow us to put in a total farmscape in the front. So we wanted to put in some grass, a little bit of rocks, some nice trees, and still have a couple of garden beds, which we use to give to the neighbors, and it's more of our sharing beds. Yeah,
and before we go, I want to just point out one tree, and you don't see this tree typically here in the desert Southwest or in Phoenix, and it's an older tree that we use. This is a silk oak or Grevillea robusta, and this is an excellent tree out here in the desert Southwest. They do excellent. One thing Matt did right on this tree was, folks, take a look at that root flare right there. This is very important. Whenever you have trees out here in the desert Southwest, make sure you maintain that root flare and you're in good shape.